And even the same guy now he watches all my fights, and every time I fight, like clockwork, he'll try and put something out like, I beat this guy. But I've never ever watched any of his fights, ever. So at the end of the day, no one knows who the f he is. And he's gonna be that guy when I'm world champion, when I'm a legend. He's gonna be at some pub, talking some shit about, I beat that guy one time.
All I am is a man. I want the world in my hands. I hate the beach, but I stand in California with my toes in the sand. Use the sleeves of my sweater. Let's have an adventure. Head in the clouds, but my gravity centered. Touch my neck and I'll touch yours. You and those little high-waisted shorts. Oh.
Hey, Adesanya, come to daddy.
There's a version of you that never sleeps in, never skips training, never wastes time. There's a version of you who never fails. It is waiting for you. Genuinely ask yourself a question, you at home. If you had done those things for the last 2 years, you never skipped a training. You never wasted time. You never scrolled TikTok. You never sat aimlessly on the internet typing in garbage. You never played video games. You never wasted time. You never skipped training. You were training every single day. You never slept in. You were never lazy. There's this version of you. Imagine the person you would be.
Imagine the fucking person you could be. But even better yet, imagine the person you can become when you stop giving a fuck about excuses and you start making enough room for improvement. So with that being said, you know what time it is. It's the MK podcast. We're going to be talking about Jon Jones. But before we talk about Jon Jones, I want to ask Kane what you think about the new Alex Pereira intro. And then also, is there any words of encouragement or game that you would like to give people as we go into this another God-given granted week? Shalom.
Yeah, the video on the intro froze probably like halfway through it, but yeah, nah, man, it looked fire from what I saw. With that being said, man, things, when you're going through your whatever you got going in life, things are gonna happen. People are either going to leave, they're gonna come in and try to fuck everything up. People are born, people die. It doesn't matter what happens because life is life. It's part of the cycle, and all you can do is just say what's next and then keep on pushing. There's no point in stopping whenever because time ain't gonna stop, life ain't gonna stop. So you just gotta keep on going with it, man. You can't take too much time to stop and get caught up in yourself. You just gotta keep on pushing.
You just got to keep on pushing, man. And that's exactly the way that it goes. So with that being said, you already know what it is. We're here. We're going to be reacting to my boy Jesse on Fire. Shout out to Jesse on Fire. Amazing YouTube channel. Provides a lot of content and gives very interesting insights on situations. Now, apparently Jon Jones recently went Instagram Live, and I'm just going to say allegedly because with the way technology is, you never know what's true or not nowadays. But apparently he went live and he said something wild while he was drunk and Instagram Live. Those are two ingredients that should never be mixed together. So with that being said, credit to Jesse on Fire. Make sure you guys go sub to him. He's fire as hell. We're going to turn up the playback speed, and we're going to get Kane's breakdown of this situation, and I'll give my input as well. So without further ado, here we go.
It's actually a conflict over money is what's going on between Eric and Sean. So anyway, we'll get into it. But let's look at Jon Jones first.
Daniel Cormier weighed in on Sean Strickland's claim that Jon Jones went on Instagram Live in the middle of the night last night and appeared to be extremely intoxicated. It appears Jon said you go on a trip and get pissed off, disappointed, and as a dad, you just want to kill him.
On a trip and get pissed off, disappointed. And as a dad, you just want to kill him. on a trip and get pissed off, disappointed. And as a dad, you just want to kill.
Bro.
It's kind of hard to tell exactly what he's saying. And I don't think it's because it's sped up. I think it's just the background noise. I don't think he's fully what's the word you're looking for? I don't think he's fully saying the words that he's trying to say. So it sounds like he's saying a couple of different things. Play it again.
And as a dad, you just want to kill. On a trip and get pissed off, disappointed. And as a dad, you just want to kill.
I don't know. It's hard to say. It sounds like he said something about a plan and get pissed off. Another day, you just want to kill it or some shit. I don't know. I don't think he's talking about kids. I could be wrong, but it doesn't sound like it.
Okay. So, like, hypothetically, if we were going to look for reasons that this would not be ideal, you know, you're like, Jon Jones, Vegas attack on wife. You know, like, I would say this is probably the reason, you know, and again, I'm not trying to rehash old shit, you know, I'm really not. Like, I'm not trying to dunk on Jon Jones. I'm just giving context to why that particular thing that he said is like, yikes, bro. You know, Jon Jones was on an emotional roller coaster during domestic violence related arrest. You know, again, I'm not trying to rehash the shit, but we all know his wife was like bleeding out of her face. The police had to come, all that stuff. You guys remember that? So like, hey, go on a trip and then, you know, you want to kill your kids. By the way, this clip right here is something that we used in the new episode of Play with Matches. If you guys are not following Play with Matches, the show that I do with Gabrielle, you guys should definitely go over there because she's much better looking than me. She's much smarter than me. And our show that we do together, per the analytics, is better than this one. People watch each video for way longer. Okay, but like, if you remember this, right? Jon Jones arrest video. This was that incident, right?
Sir? No, sir. Yes, Yes, sir. Yeah.
This is the same night we were talking about when the thing happened with his wife and kids.
Why are you doing this? Oh man, this is so humiliating. I got the Hall of Fame tonight, and then you're gonna put me on this by walking down the street. You want to get hurt? I'll bet the ground. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Humiliating. Hall of Fame. You're a nerd. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. You're a nerd. I hate you so much. Thank you. My Hall of Fame name. What's your name? Put it on camera. Nerd. Don't touch me. Please don't hurt me. Sir. Yes, sir. You're a nerd. On my Hall of Fame night. Say your name publicly. Say it. Here, what? John. Officer.
He's just wasted. You know, it's like, I'm in no position to judge anybody's substance abuse issues, but you know, I mean, listen, dude, Jon can do whatever he wants. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, Jon can do whatever he wants. If he wants to get blacked out drunk every night, he has money, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. You know? But like, if he goes on Instagram and makes an oopsie where he says, I want to kill my kids, you know, I know he didn't really mean he wants to kill his kids. Okay. For the record, I am not in any way implying he actually wants to kill his kids. I'm just saying that's not a thing he would have ever said on a live stream if he wasn't blacked out drunk. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't think that's what he said. I think he was mumbling. I don't think he was able to fully dude, I can't think of that word. I don't think he was fully able to speak what he was trying to say. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it just doesn't sound like that's what he was saying.
Especially given, you know, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just not a great look is all. All right. Now we're going to get into the details of like Eric and the money.
Here's my thing. John Jones needs more people in his life that aren't afraid to tell him, bruh, get the fuck off alive. Because he is somebody who could easily kill a large percentage of humanity with his hands. So a lot of people are probably yes men, and some people probably fear him, and some people probably look at him as a piggy bank. So they're afraid to tell him what's up. But bro, you got too much to lose. You've had too many interactions where the police have been involved in stupid ass stuff. So you really don't need to be going live, because you have to think about how many people are hate watching what John Jones says and does just because he won't go get an underwear in a cage and go fight another man. They're going to look for anything they can. See, look at him. Look at him. That's what they want to do. John Jones is arguably the greatest mixed martial artist of all time. So anything he does, especially when he's not in his right mind, they're going to use it to make things go left. So John Jones, imagine if Drake went live right now and said some shit like that while he was drunk. You can't do that when you're at the top of the game. You cannot give the game any reason to play you, because when they get the chance, they will insert their controller, their memory card, and try to complete and end you. That is the way that the Matrix works. So John Jones, I know he's a believer of Jesus Christ, and I know that he's a stand-up guy. I don't know him, but that's what I know him to be. And I don't think he would ever say some dumb shit like that. I think people are just taking and grasping for straws. They say that a desperate man will literally try to grab on to fucking broom straws in the ocean. So, I mean, that's just the way that it goes, man, while they're drowning. So, what's your opinion on this? And that's all I have to say on this matter.
No, that's facts, bro. I don't think he was able to articulate what he was trying to say. That's the fucking word I was looking for. At the end of the day, he does need people to tell him to get the hell off of the internet. And he needs people to be able to give him direction, because, I mean, you can be a believer in Jesus Christ, but you still need direction. You still need other people who are more, quote unquote, spiritually wise to be able to give you the direction that you need to go. And I don't know, at that instance, it didn't really seem like John Jones had that or has that. So it just, it's tough. And people are going to look for a reason to hate you. Like you said, they're going to look for a reason to cancel you, to try to get you off your throne. It just all comes down to being aware of what you are doing. You there?
100% facts. I was changing the title because there's one more thing that I want to go over. Colby Covington was recently at the UFC PI, and his greatest opponent, Kamaru Usman, walked by, and Colby was on stream, bro, and you got to see the reaction that Kamaru gave Colby. I think it's funny as hell, and I want to get your reaction to it, bro. The one time that Colby tries to be nice.
Bet. Let's get it.
What is it? What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Good to see you. It's a live stream. It's a live stream. Yeah. How you doing? Feeling good? Yeah. All right, for sure. Did you get that? Yes, that was Usman, guys. He just said, hey, man, we're going to talk in a little bit. I don't think he wanted to talk on the stream because he didn't want the chat to hear what he had to say. But, yeah, we'll definitely chop it up a little bit. Maybe we'll get a picture. Or maybe we'll just fight. You never know. When chaos is in the building, it's unpredictable. He gave me a knuckle. I wasn't going to shake his hand. More about the knuckles. That's a sign of respect. So no hard feelings. I said my truth. We duked it out. Maybe we'll duke it out again. Whatever the fans want. We're going to give the fans what the fans want.
Okay, before you say anything, Colby, you're my favorite fighter. I rock with you. I'm not going to speak down to you. But boy, don't you ever fucking lie and say you weren't trying to shake his hand. You literally had your hand out. Come on, son. Now, he said he's going to the WWE. And honestly, I think in 2 years after UFC. And honestly, I think that's the best thing. I think he could be a megastar in the WWE because he is so great at fucking playing in character. And obviously, he's a great wrestler. And I think he'd be the perfect heel. Like, they would hate him so much, they'd make his ass a billionaire. What do you have to say about Kamaru Usman treating him like that? And what do you have to say about Kobe's reaction?
It is what it is. It's tough, you know. Kamaru's salty. Kobe tried to, I guess, play the nice guy this time, and Kamaru wasn't having it. So, I mean, everybody has a right to react however they want to. But at the end of the day, don't be mad whenever it comes back to bite you in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has freedom of choice to do or say or react however they want to. But they don't have the freedom of consequence from the consequences of doing, saying, or acting however you want to. So, I mean, it's what it is. What's next? You know, there's not much you can do in this situation.
Facts. And with that being said, lastly, final thoughts on the Sean Strickland, Eric Nicksick shit. Sean Strickland is totally standing on business. A lot of you want to say he didn't try. He fought with a broken nose. Half of you bitches couldn't fight with a broken fingernail. So he fights the way that he fights. None of you have ever been in an octagon. And Eric Nicksick, you're a bitch ass nigga for going on Ariel Helwani and speaking down about Sean. I hope he fires you. You're not a good coach. You were a fucking football player. You never fought. You couldn't fight your way out of a wet paper bag, bitch. Shout out to Sean Strickland, man. You know, a lot of people want to talk. He walked the walk. He just didn't get his hand raised. He fought with a broken nose, bro. Like, I know so many fighters that would have thrown in the towel. Imagine Sean O'Malley broke his nose. He would have fucking pretended he died. So, like, I'm just sick of this narrative that's going around. Y'all just hate Sean Strickland. And I wanted Dricus to fucking win. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is, but I'm just sick of this gay shit, bro. So, what are your final thoughts on this saga?
Sean fought with a broken nose. He fought with a staph infection. The boy had a fucked up elbow, and he was still in the octagon, bro. So, yeah, y'all can get his nuts out y'all's mouth, for real. And his coach is a hoe. And he don't deserve to coach Sean Strickland. His coach, the way he acted, does not deserve to coach champions. That's facts. That's not what a champion coach would do. So, yeah, fuck you, coach.
And even though Eric Nicksick is a Boston-baked bitch, any of you incel, no pussy getting World of Warcraft playing faggots that are going on his daughter, who is 15-year-old's Instagram, hazing her to the point to where they had to delete her Instagram, you're all pieces of shit. And yeah, Trump needs to get y'all up out of here too. You don't go for nobody's. These fucking casual fanboys were mad about Eric Nicksick talking about Sean Strickland, so they went to Eric Nicksick's daughter's 15-year-old page and were saying inappropriate things and trashing her. Full-grown men, because they were mad about Sean Strickland getting commented on.
That's crazy.
They had to delete her Instagram. It was so much.
That's crazy. Every single one of them people needs to be IP banned off social media. That's a fact. And that's a lot of people. But when y'all go to a minor's profile page and start shitting on her because her dad did some whole shit, you need to be IP banned off social media permanently. Because there's no telling what else type of shit you would do. That's just like fucking it's no different than going up to her in person and telling her that her dad's a piece of shit and this, that, and the third. Like, come on, bro.
It goes back to what Mike Tyson said. A lot of people say things because there's no consequence of being hit in the mouth. Because a lot of the shit that you say once you get hit in the mouth, a lot of the things that people say on the internet, they would never say in fucking person. So it's just hilarious, you know, this sense of empowerment that faggots get on the internet. But at the end of the day, all you can do is do what you do, because these people stay in the shadows. They stay in crevices. They're like roaches. They're nothing. They reek and they get smashed. So, yeah, at the end of the day, man, this is another amazing episode. Tons of clips to make from this. And we got more content on the fucking way. Kane's going to be going live on TikTok here soon. I'm going to be going live. We going live, man. So you know what it is. So Kane, go ahead and give us our last words, and then we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. And I'm going to get ready for my TikTok live.
Yeah, no, they be like twirls under the bridge. Shout out to Dewberry. But now you already know what it is. Make sure you share with your friends, your families, your mummies, your aunties, your grannies, and everybody else you know. And get y'all twirl asses on out of here, man.
And even the same guy now he watches all my fights, and every time I fight, like clockwork, he'll try and put something out like, I beat this guy. But I've never ever watched any of his fights, ever. So at the end of the day, no one knows who the f he is. And he's gonna be that guy when I'm world champion, when I'm a legend. He's gonna be at some pub, talking some shit about, I beat that guy one time.
All I am is a man. I want the world in my hands. I hate the beach, but I stand in California with my toes in the sand. Use the sleeves of my sweater. Let's have an adventure. Head in the clouds, but my gravity center.